5 years ago, a man named Daniel said something to his girlfriend that he never meant. And last week, that specific sentence destroyed their marriage. When they first started dating seriously, they sat down to establish boundaries. This was an intense relationship talk where you lay everything on the table. During this exchange, she asked him a very direct question. What would you do if I ever cheated on you? This single question and Daniel's ensuing answer acted as a foundation. It set the rules of engagement for what would eventually become their marriage. Daniel told her that if it ever happened, she needed to tell him immediately. He promised that if she came to him of her own volition, and if it only happened once, he could forgive her. But Daniel was lying. He never had any intention of forgiving infidelity. He was employing a psychological tool, manufactured safety. By offering a false promise, Daniel built an extraction mechanism. He told her what she needed to hear to ensure she would confess rather than cover her tracks. The couple moved on and got married, but their entire life together sat on top of a ticking time bomb, a foundational rule that was fraudulent from day one. Fast forward 5 years. The couple is married with a stable life. Then, 2 weeks ago, that stability fractured. His wife sat him down and asked if he remembered their early conversation about cheating. She confessed to sleeping with a coworker once at a company party. She specified it was a one-time event, then explicitly reminded Daniel of his exact words. She was telling him because he promised he could forgive her. She saw his words as a safeguard. If she followed instructions, she expected to bypass the usual fallout of an affair. Her confession relied on that old agreement. By citing the promise, she turned an admission of guilt into a strategic move for immunity. Daniel was mortified. He packed his things that night and left the house to find space to breathe. When they spoke the next day, his wife doubled down. She pushed him to honor the promise he had made. This time around, Daniel just laughed, and then he told her the brutal truth. He was never going to forgive her. He revealed that his promise was a trap designed to extract this exact confession. His wife was devastated, accusing him of manipulating her and claiming she might never have told him if she had known his real stance. They reached a complete deadlock. She feels victimized by a fraudulent contract, while Daniel feels his trap successfully caught a cheater who was ready to stay silent. Daniel took the dispute to Reddit, asking the internet to act as his jury. Commenters were stunned by the wife's response. They pointed out the audacity of her being angry that her own attempt to manage his emotions didn't work. The case brings up defensive manipulation. We must weigh his tactic of forcing the truth against her tactic of using his rules to hide her guilt. He lied to protect himself from deception, whereas she demanded a lie to comfortably betray him. Public opinion overwhelmingly sided with the architect of the trap. The consensus was that the initial breach of trust effectively ends the game and its rules. Today, Daniel and his wife are separated, yet she continues to argue that he broke a fundamental promise. Her grievance highlights Daniel's core logic. Any agreement formed around a hypothetical betrayal is immediately void once that betrayal becomes reality. It leads to a question with no easy answer. How can a man break a promise that was never real, when that promise was only made to address a betrayal that hadn't happened yet? Who is truly at fault? Was Daniel wrong for the trap, or she for walking into it? Drop your verdict in the comments. When a relationship turns into a chess match over who can withhold or extract the most information, there is no version of the game where both people win.